Where we park, dude?
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are here at Truckmaster's house and we are helping him put some stuff together today on the Cummins. He wants to try and be able to start it today. And we have been running into quite a bit of issues of small parts and miscellaneous items that we do not have, unfortunately. But we still should be able to maybe start it. It may or may not have a turbo on it when we start it, but the goal is to be able to start this thing. So he got this short block all assembled from Miller Engines. Has a full gearing, built transmission. He's powder coated the frame. I mean, this thing's pretty much gonna be a show truck. It's a frame off restoration at this point. He had it all sandblasted. Tons of new parts, completely new drivetrain. But we are going to be, me and Derek are, well, Mason's changing the valve springs in the head and putting the bigger valve springs in. We have an O-ringed head to go on it. And me and Derek are about to set the injection pump on here. So got our oil feeds on. Next step really is gonna be, we're gonna pin time the pump and get it stuck on here and then give it a little bit of timing. We're gonna try and set this thing around 22, 24 degrees.
Use that oil filter.
Now you just got messed. Oh, I thought you threw rocks at it. I was like, oh no.
What
I
happened?
actually wasn't too worried about it. I'm kind of.
Oil filter cap.
Oh wow.
I've never seen that happen.
I was reading in the comments, guys saying to replace that thing to a motor craft. People were warning me. People were warning me about that.
Barely even revved it up.
I know. It's what, 80 degrees outside?
Barely even gave her a rev.
At least it happened right now.
Yeah, you just get a new cap for it and you'll be good though.
Cold and the oil stick, you know.
It's cold. It's like 90 degrees
Well, I mean,
out.
the oil's cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine if I did that at like 20 degrees outside?
Yeah. The 6.0, that thing's been sitting for a long time. He fired it up for us and he gave it a little rev. I think the oil was still a little cold and it made a bunch of oil pressure and it blew the cap off of the top of the oil filter housing, so it kind of blew that apart. While we're here, we're also going to be installing an air dog. We have a concept air dog pump, so we're gonna get that stuck on here, so that should be pretty cool. Yeah, so he's got a sump already installed, so that'll make that part of it easy. We're just going to get it mounted and run some lines. We're also gonna run his return line set up, and we have a ton of cool stuff over here from far from stock. These are little brackets that we can mount the fuel lines to. Got all AN fittings to run the return line, and like I said, a concept air dog lift pump, 165 gallon an hour. We have a little check valve to put on the return side of the P pump. This guy will go like right here. So pretty cool stuff, guys. This is actually the P pump that came off of my Fummins. If you guys have seen any of the Fummins videos, Derek bought this off me and then Josh bought it off of Derek. So this pump's been on a lot of trucks now. It's now going on this frame off build. He's got the cab up here in the air. And yeah, so I'm gonna get this pump pin timed. We're gonna set this thing on. Josh and Bailey actually just ran to the parts store. So once they get back, we will just keep on trucking, but we gotta pin time this thing real quick and we can stick the injection pump on. All right guys, injection pump is all on. Timing cover's on. Got all new bolts for that in the front, looks pretty good. Got the oversized, because the crank had a little wear in it, so we put a wear sleeve on it, which luckily he had sitting around. And pump is all on, timed. And now we're just gonna get the head cleaned up, and all we're really waiting on to set the head on is to get those little dowels. Truckmaster's wife went to go get those, I believe. And as soon as she gets back, put those in. I think it's this right here, that there, and that one. And then we can set the head on this bad unit. We're also going through and re-luming all of this harness. That's probably what I'm about to jump back on. Now that we got all that done, I don't know, I might jump to the air dog. It's like he's over here cleaning these lines up. Shop looks good, man.
I appreciate it.
Looks awesome in here. He just did all, I mean, if you guys haven't already seen already, raised the whole roof of this building up, added a vehicle lift, and did full metal interior spray foam insulation.
It's a lot of work.
It is so much work, it's crazy. But it looks really, really good. And now he has 2 bays to work out of, so a lot of room for activities for sure, as you can see.
Dude, just bring your hoist over here and then we'll just, we'll live here and do diesel work.
Who knows?
Right there, needs to go back.
All right, guys, it's now close towards the end of the day. We've got a lot done. Got the fuel system completely mounted. The only thing left we'll have to do is run the wiring harness once the cab's on, but temporarily we are gonna try and start this thing. So we're just topping everything off with fluids. We've got to put transmission fluid in. Derek's putting some engine oil in it right now. And yeah, we're just temporarily just trying to start this thing, make sure the engine's good before he goes on any farther. Well, obviously we know the engine's good, but just making sure that nothing major. We just want to start it. We just want to start it, okay? That's just how it is. But we got the trans, we looped the inlet and outlet because we don't have a cooler mounted yet, so that way we're not gonna hurt the transmission by starting it. Just loop those.
I haven't done it yet, but yeah, I see.
Yep. But these far from stock. I just can't get over how this fuel lines are mounted. I just can't get over it.
I told you, Dylan, we're done. You keep the truck, man.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
Looking amazing. Looking so clean.
Alright, good. You ready? Yep, we're ready.
Okay.
We heard it run.
It sounds great.
Does somebody want to hold it in?
Well, I think that O-ring's a little worn. It must have jumped. Yeah, we need to change the O-ring.
The block's like freaking.
Yeah.
While they're
You're gonna have to do like so. Do you want to listen to it run a little bit more? Runs good, man. That sounds super healthy.
Yeah.
Was that all it was?
Down as low as possible.
Okay.
Don't let forget that.
So we need this
We need a timing plug, O-ring.
timing plug, garage O-ring.
Right. Just, that's good. That's good. Yeah,
Excited now?
There's a little bit of relief in it. Got all the trash thrown away. All right, guys, we are headed home. We've been at Truckmasters all day, but we got the minivan all fueled up with some Michigan gasoline, and we are headed back to Indiana. Looks like Bailey's gonna hop in the driver's seat, cruise this ship on home. All right, guys, we just got home. Pretty long drive. Bailey drove the whole way, and luckily we got a speeding ticket on the way, because as if we don't already pay enough taxes and stuff already to the state and the government, you know, we figure we pay some more for just a small, just barely going over the speed limit, but either way, we got home, and we got this is going to be the turbo we're going to be putting on the second gen. This is a 63, 68, 12 Guys, I really was thinking about just trying to make the S400 work, and I could have made it drive a lot better than it did. I could have put bigger injectors in it and did a converter swap, but that would cost probably around $1,500 to $2,000. And this here, I was able to trade a gentleman straight for this up in Michigan. He met me and we did a straight trade. So we'll be able to just basically take this turbo, put it on. The truck's gonna drive really good with this turbo and the converter and injectors that's in it. And then we can basically, we're gonna build some compounds. We've been talking about it forever, but I'm actually gonna like probably go inside and order the stuff. I will. I know I said that last time, but this truck's worth building them for. It's really clean. So we're gonna build a custom compound kit for this thing. I'm gonna probably go inside and start ordering stuff right now. But yeah, so I mean, here it is. You guys can see it's like a brand new cementing setup. So that, and we've got a downpipe with it. I'm just gonna put it on as a single tomorrow, and then I'll get the stuff on the way, and we can start building them. But either way, this is gonna wrap up the end of this video. I'm sure you guys like them. Oh, I gotta put this in. I also picked up a VP, a new used VP for the truck up at Truckmasters, and we're gonna talk a little bit about this later, maybe in another video, but we're actually gonna be able to probably pick up a significant amount of horsepower by putting this injection pump on the truck. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.